Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. So, here we are, right on the brink of the NFL season, and the buzz around Green Bay is hotter than ever. We're all aware that the Packers have been busy this offseason, making moves, trying to build a roster that's not only competitive but also flexible enough to adapt to the unpredictable nature of the league. And now, with the final roster cuts looming just before Week 1, it seems like the Packers are preparing for some significant shakeups, possibly trading away some key players before the season even kicks off. Now, when we talk about the Packers and their current roster situation, it's impossible not to mention the ongoing speculation about some of their starters. One of the most talked about players in this scenario is wide receiver Romeo Doubs. Doubs has shown flashes of brilliance in his rookie season and during training camp, and there's talk that he could be a potential trade chip. The Packers might be looking to cash in on that potential, especially if they believe they can get something valuable in return, perhaps draft capital or a young player to bolster their depth. But why would they consider trading Doubs? Well, it's not just about him. The Packers are also eyeing the secondary, especially the cornerback position. Since releasing Jaire Alexander earlier this summer, there's been a noticeable lack of depth at cornerback, which is critical in today's NFL. Teams are always looking for ways to strengthen their defensive backfield, and Green Bay might see an opportunity to do so through a trade. Imagine adding a reliable cornerback to complement their existing secondary, which could be crucial given the division rivals they face in the NFC North. Teams like the Minnesota Vikings, Detroit Lions, and Chicago Bears are all aggressive and talented. But the trade rumors don't stop there. Another interesting player who could be on the move is offensive tackle Rasheed Walker. Walker, who is just 25 years old, has been showing promise, especially last season when he only allowed 3 sacks. That's no small feat, and indicates he's capable of performing at a high level. Still, the Packers seem to be in a position where they are weighing their options. They have a solid depth chart at tackle, with Zach Tom firmly establishing himself as the right tackle for the foreseeable future. Between Walker, who has started 32 games over the past 2 seasons, and their 2025 second-round pick Anthony Belton, the Packers have plenty of options to fill their offensive line needs. In fact, one of the reasons Walker could be expendable is because of his contract. Moving him could free up almost $3.4 million in cap space, which is a significant boost for a team that needs to manage its financial flexibility to make further moves during the season. So, even if Walker is viewed positively within Green Bay, the team's management might see a trade as a smart move to both improve the roster and create some financial room to make other acquisitions or extensions. Now, here's the thing. Walker still has a bright future ahead of him. Only 25, he's shown impressive ability, and last season he was quite reliable, allowing just 3 sacks. That kind of performance makes him attractive to other teams looking to bolster their offensive line. It's easy to imagine a team in need of tackle depth, or even a starter considering taking a chance on Walker, especially given his age and upside. But for the Packers, the question is whether they want to hold on to him as a backup or see him as a trade asset that can bring in needed resources, whether that's draft picks or a young cornerback to help in the secondary. And this is where things get interesting from a strategic perspective. The Packers are in a unique position. They have a talented core, but they're also balancing the future with the present. For example, Jordan Morgan, a former first-round pick, is being groomed to potentially take on a bigger role. If Morgan is deemed ready, it could make Walker more expendable, especially since the team is looking to optimize its roster for both immediate success and long-term sustainability. The decision to trade Walker could be driven by the desire to keep the roster flexible, to improve specific positions, or to accumulate draft capital that could be used to bolster other areas. It's also worth mentioning that this kind of roster maneuvering isn't just about the current season. It's about positioning the team for sustained success, especially within a division that's becoming increasingly competitive. The NFC North has seen a lot of movement, with teams like Detroit and Minnesota making strides to improve their rosters. For the Packers, maintaining flexibility and smart roster management can be the difference between a deep playoff run and a disappointing season. Now, the question on everyone's mind is, what exactly are the Packers aiming for? Are they looking to make a bold move to shake up their roster, or are they being cautious, waiting for the right trade opportunity? It's likely a bit of both. The team management has to weigh the immediate benefits of adding a young cornerback or draft picks against the potential impact of losing a player like Walker, who, despite being a trade candidate, still has a lot of upside. And let's not forget, the NFL trade deadline is always a wild card. Teams often leave some flexibility until the last minute, and with the league's reduced roster cutdowns to just 53 players before Week 1, the window for making impactful trades has shrunk, but also become more strategic. Teams are now trying to jump the waiver wire, looking to claim players who can fill specific needs immediately. The Packers might be doing the same, trying to find that perfect fit that can help them contend or cover for injuries that inevitably happen during a grueling season. Speaking of injuries, the Packers have been fortunate so far, but depth is always tested over the course of a long NFL season. Adding a player through trade can be a game changer, especially if it's someone who can step in seamlessly. That's why the possibility of trading a player like Rashid Walker makes sense from a strategic standpoint. It's about balancing the roster, managing the cap, and preparing for all scenarios that might unfold once the games begin. Another level to consider is the culture and the locker room. Green Bay has always been known for its resilient and tight-knit environment. Making a trade like this isn't just about roster construction. It's also about maintaining that team chemistry and ensuring that everyone understands the bigger picture. Players like Walker, who have shown promise, might be disappointed, but also understand that these moves are part of the NFL landscape. The team's leadership, including head coach Matt LaFleur and general manager Brian Gutekunst, are likely weighing all these factors carefully, trying to position the team for both short-term success and long-term stability. From the fans' perspective, this is a roller coaster. You see players developing, making plays, and suddenly, there's talk of trades that could change the face of the roster overnight. That's what makes NFL offseason and preseason so exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. Every move, every decision, can have ripple effects that last for seasons. And for the Packers, a team with a rich history and high expectations, these roster decisions are scrutinized more than ever. Fans are eager to see how the team balances the desire to contend now with building for the future. In addition to that, the team's recent draft history and development philosophy give us clues about their approach. The Packers have always been strategic about developing talent from within and finding value in the draft. Moving a player like Walker could be a way to leverage that draft capital for a more immediate need, such as reinforcing the secondary. Or perhaps they're eyeing a young cornerback who can complement their existing group and help them be more aggressive against division rivals. Looking ahead, the NFL season is unpredictable. Injuries, unexpected performances, and mid-season trades can all reshape the landscape. For the Green Bay Packers, staying flexible and making smart moves could be the key to a successful campaign. Whether they decide to trade Rashid Walker or hold onto him, it's clear that their roster management is under a microscope. Every decision they make now will echo throughout the season, influencing their chances of making another deep playoff run and maybe even chasing another Super Bowl title. And that's what makes following the Packers so compelling. The team's history of resilience, the strategic depth, the passionate fan base, all combine to make every offseason move a story worth watching. The potential trade of Walker, or even a trade involving Romeo Doubs, signifies that the Packers are not content to stand still. They're looking to adapt, to improve, and to stay competitive in a league that's constantly evolving. It's a fascinating story unfolding right now, and as fans, we're all eager to see how it plays out in the coming weeks. So whether these rumors come to fruition or not, one thing is certain. The Green Bay Packers are in a period of strategic recalibration. They're weighing their options, trying to maximize their roster's potential, and preparing for the battles ahead. With the NFC North getting tougher and the league more competitive than ever, every move counts. And as true fans, we stay tuned, watching every development, every trade rumor, and every game that could define this season for our beloved Packers. Stay with us for all the latest updates and insights, because this story is far from over and it's going to be a thrilling ride. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these potential roster moves? Do you think trading Rashid Walker makes sense? Are you confident in the team's current core, or do you believe they need to shake things up a bit more? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. Remember, this is a community, and your voice helps shape the conversation. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insider info, and everything you need to stay ahead of the curve. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, go Pack Go!